First pitch of the ball game is a strike, and we are underway. So we get a foul tip on a breaking ball. It's 0-2.
Yeah, it's no surprise that Jamie Arnold just goes right after hitters. Both these pitchers that you're going to see tonight, Jake Knapp and Jamie Arnold, they don't walk a lot of guys.
Went off the plate, 1-2.
They go right after hitters with power stuff. That power fastball is going to play. The power slider is going to play. Very stingy when it comes up to giving hits. Jamie Arnold only giving up a 190 batting average against.
Breaking ball outside, 2-2. I've got the splits for you on Arnold. Now you tell me if he's better against lefties than righties. Lefties hit 200 against him with a 322 on base percentage and a 280 slug. Righties 184, 268, 316. Kepley fouls it away.
You know what that tells me?
Good?
Good luck is what that tells me. If you're a hitter today, hey, listen, you face guys and you know, players, they'll go to minor leagues and they'll get to the big leagues. There's going to be a lot of big league players on this field right now. You're going to run into pitchers that every once in a while you say, I just want to get a walk. At least just take one AB away. That's all. Go 0 for 3, that's fine. Just don't go 0 for 4.
Kepley has worked the full count here. The leadoff man with his .471 on base percentage this year waits, and the payoff. And that one ripped on the ground to first. The freshman Miles Bailey has it, and the leadoff man gone in the Carolina first.
Yeah, but what Kepley was able to do is make Jamie Arnold throw some pitches. And that's kind of what you want to do if you're this
Community College behind 0-1. Vanderbrake was the starting third baseman on Carolina's team in 23, lost his job a year ago to Gavin Gallagher, and now back in the lineup. He's been a key member of this team. Is that one missed? 1-1.
Just a bit outside.
Vanderbrake, not a ton of power. He has come up with a bunch of big hits to this Carolina squad, though. The captain waits and takes a strike, and the count 1-2. Stevenson, the star catcher for Carolina, on deck. The 1-2. Lined into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Gage Harrelson over to cut it off. It's a one-out single for Vanderbrake, and the first base runner of the game.
He's run that fastball in. Vanderbrake is able to keep those hands close and tied to the body and drive it over for O's head.
Here is Luke Stevenson, who swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Stevenson, the draft-eligible sophomore, number 30 prospect for this draft, according to Kylie McDaniel. Left-handed hitting catcher with power, great leadership skills. He takes the count 1-1, and he has been better against lefties than righties as a collegiate.
It's unbelievable when you look at the numbers that he is able to put up against southpaws. I mean, a little bit of reverse splits.
There's the 1-1. Foul tip into the glove. It's 1-2.
Against lefties in this season, he's hitting .323. Against righties, .252.
Look at that slugging for his career, over .750. The 1-2, and they've got Vanderbrake picked off, and the throw to second in time for out number 2. Going up, and Arnold pitches around the one-out single. We head to the bottom of the first. Carolina and Florida State scoreless. Seminoles, and he takes a first pitch outside from Knapp, 1-0. Harrelson gets on base, an over .450 clip atop this lineup, and he drives that one to left, racing over and making the catch. He is the left fielder French, and the leadoff man going to the first. There are so many stars in this game, Gabby. It's like we can't set up enough of them before the game starts, as Alex Lodies comes to the plate. The shortstop in his second year in the Florida State program is the leading candidate for the ACC Player of the Year and may, in the end, win the Golden Spikes Award. First pitch, takes inside, 1-0.
I mean, he's just been impressive to watch. I love the swing. a .431 average, 16 home runs, 16 doubles, 34 extra base hits so far this season.
There's Alex Lodis. You see what he has done this year. He had a walk-off grand slam to complete the cycle for Florida State. Mentioned the second year in the program for him. He was a transfer from the University of North Florida. And he fouls that fastball back. Ooh, that was a good rip at 96. It's 1-2.
The thing with Lodis, too, is just it's a short, quick, compact swing that's gonna play in Major League Baseball.
He swings and misses at a breaking ball off the plate. And 2 up, 2 down for Knapp in the Florida State first.
I'll tell you though, you're going up against Knapp, who has been really, really good. Jake Knapp has that good slider that he's able to throw right off that corner. But the way that he's able to get that swing and miss is utilizing that power fastball.
Max Williams, the center fielder, a transfer a year ago from Alabama, takes outside, ball 1. He was another name we showed you at the beginning of this game as being in the top 90 prospects for the upcoming draft, according to Kylie McDaniel. In his second year in the Florida State program, he got really hot down the stretch last year for the Noles. 1-1.
That fastball's playing right now. That's 96, 97.
1-1 the count to Williams. And it's 2-1. Williams plays with a ton of energy. He has power and speed. He is tooled up, and I do not ever get the sense that he is an opponent's favorite. The 2-1. Foul back. 2-2. Boy, got in on him with 95.
Yeah, and that's the thing. For me, Jake Knapp just really sped up Max Williams there. Now Williams might think I need to get the foot down just a little bit quicker. This is where he comes with the slider.
Fouled away again.
He went right back to that heater in.
Knapp is a little bit old school in the sense that he will pitch off that fastball an awful lot, and he tries to establish it, and it will be a long time before he starts working in the breaking ball and the changeup consistently. 2-2. Now it back towards the middle. And the shortstop Madera has it. Will throw out Williams, and a 1-2-3 first for Jake Knapp. We are off and running in Tallahassee. Number 4 North Carolina, number 2 Florida State scoreless. To watch Jamie Arnold a lot over the last 2 years and see his improvement, and the amount of confidence that he is pitching with is really impressive. Gallagher crushes one to deep left field, and it's 1-0 North Carolina.
Oh, boy. Kevin Gallagher stay hot. My goodness.
His 9th home run in his last 16 games, just the 4th that Arnold has allowed this year. And it's 1-0 North Carolina.
This ball comes in at 94 miles an hour, leaves the bat at 105. We talked about Jamie Arnold and that fastball where he likes to throw it, and it's going to come in and right in on that righty hitter. It seems like UNC realizes that, and they're getting those hands out quick.
This is with a breaking ball to Hunter Stokely, 1-0. Stokely having a great season for North Carolina. He was their best offensive player through most of the non-conference schedule. Bouncer to first and foul. It's 1-1.
Stokely definitely is a guy that UNC would have loved to have in Omaha last season. A power bat. He had a hamate injury that they had to shave. He missed all of last season. But boy, he's been back, and he's been having a lot of fun.
He's ahead in the count 2-1 here on Arnold, who looks a little frustrated with his command to this point. Bouncer to first. Bailey will take it to the bag himself, and that's the first out. Bring it Alex Madera. Well, Jamie Arnold, we were just talking about how he looks more confident. We had a chance to talk to him a couple weeks ago in Louisville, spend some time with him on the field. He doesn't look as big on TV, I think, as he is in person. He is really well put together. And I wonder how much of that is because of his delivery, because he has this, as you've mentioned already, this special fastball that just kind of takes off.
Well, the thing is, it's almost like a low 3/4. And he rides that fastball, and he can ride it up in the zone, and he rides it into righties. He'll go away from the lefties. But you're right. When we see him in person, it's like, whoa, you're a lot bigger than I thought. On the mound, you're thinking, oh, he's probably, 6 foot. And then you see him in person, like, whoa, there's a presence there.
That's what he did against Cal last weekend in Berkeley. He's ahead in the count. What a do is he had Alex Madera out in front of him. And I asked Link Jarrett the other day a little bit about Arnold and what he thought were some of the things that had changed for him, and he mentioned maturity. Madera tried to check his swing. He went around. Second strikeout for Arnold, 2 outs. But what he said was that some maturity comes. He said, we ask a lot of these guys in the program. As you see, Link Jarrett in his 3rd year as Florida State's head coach. But Arnold has been able to learn how to process all of the attention that's being paid to him, while also not losing this upbeat, fun-loving personality that he has. And I think that was something that really was a thing that Link Jarrett appreciated. As Tyson Bass swings and misses, that he has taken on more of a leadership role, that he has grown, but he hasn't changed as a person. And the way Jarrett explained it was that the circumstances that Arnold finds himself in are only available to elite players. He said these circumstances surround the elite. And he has handled the pressure of being the top pitching prospect in this draft and being that from the get-go extremely well.
Hey, listen, it's not easy when every single time you come and you step on that mound, you got all these scouts who are putting up that radar gun to see how hard you're throwing, who are scrutinizing you 24/7. Can he be that #1 pick? Can he be the #2 pick or 3 pick, top 5 pick? It's hard to stay grounded. Jamie Arnold has done a really good job of putting that behind him.
And he's punched out 3 through 2 innings, but North Carolina has the lead. Forbes, who has a great background in pitching, really appreciates Jake Knapp. Knapp was supposed to be the Friday starter for Carolina a year ago, and in the preseason, right before opening day, he blew out his elbow and needed Tommy John surgery and missed the year. Bailey, a tapper up along first and foul. And so he spent all of last year rehabbing. He opened the season as the Sunday starter and worked his way back into their ace role. Yeah. I know it's a Thursday, but we'll call them Friday starters tonight because that's what we tend to call the aces in college. But it's his toughness, it's the way that he attacked his rehab, and how quickly the command came back that really impressed the North Carolina coaching staff. They knew he was tough. He played at Walters State, which is a junior college where you have to be tough to play at, but he has been outstanding, and he was dynamite Thursday against NC State, too. A really good lineup.
You know what I like, too, is that Scott Ford said, you're going to have to earn this.
Bailey didn't get all of that one. It was in on his hands a bunch, and it flies out to right for the first out.
He said, look, you're going to start off, and he started off as the Sunday starter and said, you're going to work your way back. And guess what? Well, he has been putting up the numbers. He has earned his way back to be that Friday night starter, to be out there when the lights are the brightest, to show that, hey, I might be a senior, but I've got some stuff, and I can get guys out.
It's Cal Fisher, the Wisconsinite, third baseman. It's one in the air to right. Bass going back. He's to the fence. He looks up. It's off the high wall. Fisher racing to second, and the first hit of the ball game for Florida State is an opposite field double.
Right now, the
18-game hitting streak now for Cal Fisher. The tying run in scoring position for Drew Farreau. Switch hitting second baseman, fouls it back. Second generation Florida State player. Transfer a year ago from Central Florida. He had one of the most incredible runs that you will ever see in a season. Earlier this year, he was 12 for 12 for a stretch with 5 homers.
There's power in this bat.
Now they get 2. I don't think I could even do that in MLB The Show on the easy set.
I mean, 14 home runs on the year, 47 runs batted in.
Look at that. 3 doubles, 9 RBIs, and he drew a couple of walks.
And ACC Player of the Week? What, nobody could do better than that?
What a do that got to Verreau. Lee Jarrett was saying that the timeliness of those hits, he said almost all of them were in spots where we needed them. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed offering from Knapp for out number 2. Second strikeout for the big right-hander. And a big one with a man in scoring position.
And it's the changeup, a good changeup, especially after the fastball. Throws it, looks just like a fastball, good arm action. But instead of it being 94, 95, it's about 10 miles an hour difference.
Chase Williams hits, the switch hitting left fielder. Junior college transfer, swings and foul tips 1-0-1. Williams is a player who they missed early in the year because of injury. And he is one of the first names that Coach Jarrett brings up when you talk about this squad. He is really excited about his future here. It's behind 0-2. Did not seem to like that one. Jeff Gosney, our home plate umpire. Switch hitter with great speed. The pitch. Slaps it foul. He's going to be their leadoff hitter a year from now, right?
It's a quick bat.
It is.
It's a very twitchy, quick bat.
There is some juice in there, too, I think. He only played 21 games this year.
I think once he gets into his legs a little bit more, there's going to be some juice.
Takes low. And you can just see the way he walks around.
Oh, yeah.
He is an energy player. And God, you love guys like that. Tying run in scoring position for Florida State in the second. Trailing 1-0. The 1-2. Tried to check his swing. He went around. Williams down on strikes, and Knapp with a pair of punch-outs with a man at sec. As the freshman Lee Sowers, who originally was committed to Virginia Tech, leads off for North Carolina, the number 8 hitter, just his 3rd start of the year. 1-1 the count.
It's a tough 3rd start.
Yeah. Hey, kid.
Hey,
we appreciate everything you've done. Here's Jamie Arnold.
Here's Jamie Arnold. Here's a lefty-lefty Jamie Arnold for you. Go get him.
So this, it's 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie Arnold just stayed with that slider more and more off the plate.
Good call. 4th strikeout already for Arnold.
At a team that's starting to swing the bat, they're starting to create more runs. It takes a lot of pressure off of that starting rotation and the bullpen.
Junior Carter French pats and takes a strike. It's a battle of Tampa Jesuit players. Both these guys went to the same high school. In fact, Carter French lived down the street from Wes Mendez, the Sunday starter for Florida State. Oh, this is 2-1. I would have to think that this bragging rights at the next alumni dinner are on the line here, right?
Or just later on today, probably with Tex.
Called strike. It's 2-2. There has been a bit of a revolving door in left field, the DH, to a lesser extent in right field for this North Carolina team as they've tried to find the mix at the bottom of the lineup. French through the right side, under the glove of a diving Verreau. And it's a 1-out single for the left-handed hitting number 9 hitter.
And you know what that means. Jamie Arnold knows, oh man, French is going to be texting me real quick. Love it. He finally was able to stay on the slider and just get past the diving Drew Verreau at second base.
That look says you're not coming to my parents' Super Bowl party. Back to the top of the lineup for the speedy Kepley. First pitch takes a strike. It's 0-1. 1-0 North Carolina in the 3rd. Third baseman Fisher playing in at the cut of the grass. Kepley takes outside. The count 1-1. You can see it is turf around home plate and in foul territory here, but then it's natural grass on the infield and a dirt infield and grass outfield. So it's a little different here.
It is, because too, if you the third base line as it's going up to second, there is about a foot of turf that goes into that third base line. So any type of bunt, it's going to be interesting the way that it's going to kind of roll on that turf.
Yeah, there is a seam that runs there, and it almost feels like if you can keep it on the fair side of that seam, that you're in pretty good shape. That one fouled away. Foul side of the seam, I mean, it probably rolls fairly true. It's turf, right?
It probably rolls fairly true. But you could catch one of those little seams and the ball could do some funny stuff to you.
Kepley battling. He was behind 0-2 before working the count full and grounding out in the first. Behind in the count again here to the left-handed Arnold. And another throw over to first. And back is French. French just 2 stolen base attempts this year. He's been successful once. The pitch. All the way down the left field line. A long run for Fisher. And a good effort.
I like it.
Showing off the hops. He was a great high school basketball player in Wisconsin.
He just showed off. Why?
Because he could climb the fence?
Because he jumps pretty quickly right there.
It's a little known fact in Wisconsin high school basketball. You have to climb the fence in order to dunk. The pitch. Upstairs, it's 2-2 to Kepley. One nothing North Carolina, top of the third. Arnold set, and the pitch. A little squibber to third. Fisher's going to have to hurry, and he will get it there in time for out number 2. French goes
within himself and say, okay, we're not going to turn 2. Let's just get 1.
Man in scoring position for Vanderbrake. Takes low, 1-0. He singled to right center that was picked off in the first.
He got that good fastball in. He was able to stay inside the baseball and drive it the opposite way.
Takes low, the count 2-0. Well, you would have a left-on-left matchup with Stevenson. We've already talked about how good the catcher is against left-handed pitching. You probably want to make things happen here if you're Arnold. Vanderbrake not with much power. 2-0. Takes a strike. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Arnold not giving in, though. Yeah, I know that it's a hitter's count, 2-0. I'm not going to just groove a fastball. Go right back to that slider.
That one ripped foul. Something off speed that was up in the count 2-2.
Hey, that's the second time that I've seen that same pitch, and I don't know if it's a changeup or if it's a slider that he's just trying to throw a little bit harder up in the zone.
That one felt a little bit more like the change. The 2-2. Tried to check his swing. He held up, says John Byrne at first, and the count is full.
He hasn't gone with the fastball yet. This one again, it's a slider. This one down, doesn't go. Nice job on the take. And against Jamie Arnold, you get a lot of guys to do those checks because you have to be thinking yes, 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 no.
Inside, ball 4, first free pass issued by Arnold, and he's shaking his head as he gets that one back. He just seemed a little frustrated with his command, Gabby.
I think he wanted to get that on the inside part of the plate and just pulled it a little bit too much. And I think you're right. I think he's getting a little bit frustrated because when he is throwing that fastball, he's not able to actually get it into the righty.
Micah Posey, the pitching coach for Florida State's going to pay a visit.
And here's the fastball. He wants to stick this right on that inside corner, but just pulls it a little bit too much.
It looked like almost the way that was spinning, like it was a two-seamer that he was hoping was going to come back to the corner and just got around it.
He's just getting around those fastballs, and then when he does stay on top of it, he's not able to actually get it in. The hit against Vanderbrake was a fastball that he didn't get in, left it over the heart of the plate, and then the home run against Gallagher, that one he wanted to get in, left it over the heart of the plate.
It's interesting, about halfway through that conversation with Posey, Arnold kind of turned his back to him. I don't know if it was to compose himself. It is a warm night here. Temps are in the 90s here in Tallahassee. You can see it on his face. Micah Posey, outstanding pitching coach for Florida State. First pitch to Stevenson, outside a ball, 1-0. Stevenson facing Arnold in the first. And a really breaking ball to get him, the pitch. And the count 1-1.
He threw that slider a bunch to Stevenson in that first AB. And what I did see, because usually against lefties, Stevenson does a good job of not bailing out that front hip. He usually stays closed. Where against Arnold, and you can see it there again, that front hip is opening up a little bit too much. So for me, it's just thinking that maybe Stevenson's thinking that fastball's coming, and you know what, I need to get a little bit out in front. I need to catch it out in front, and it is that slider instead, so he's pulling off.
Arnold's really built the pitch count. This next one will be his 57th. A key pitch with 2 on. The pitch, swing and a miss. Gets Stevenson on the breaking ball again, and Arnold pitches out of the 2-on-2. Got the ambulance top view. It's closer to the action. Jackson West, the Tallahassee native, takes a ball outside. 1-0 North Carolina in the bottom of the third. Great to have you with us for this top 5 matchup from Tallahassee tonight. Strike to West. Just a catcher by trade. Just 1 home run this year. That surprises me. He hit a huge home run in the Super Regional last year for Florida State in Game 2. Part of that incredible game against UConn that went extra innings here that sent Florida State to Omaha. He bounces that towards the middle. Excellent play by Vandenbrink to get to it and throw out West, and leadoff man gone. And out for Hunter Carnes, swinging at the first pitch. To right, Bass has it, 2 outs. Some quick at bats here against Knapp. He has been very, very efficient. You can see it is warm, but it is beautiful. And since we were here in June, you can see the circus tent is back. The big top is back. Just rededicated this last week after it was destroyed in a tornado a year ago. First pitch to Harrelson is the strike. There is actually a circus program at FSU.
It looks better than ever. I will say that.
It's because it's new.
Yeah, looks outstanding.
Bouncer to the right side and foul by Harrelson. The count 0-2.
It was always the target during BP for every single lefty to see if they could put it on top of the circus top. And
beautiful.
I mean,
circumstance, just dedicated, as we mentioned this last week.
I feel like it's bigger too. Like I felt like the other one only had 1 circus. This one has a double. It's a double-decker.
I was trying to think. James Tibbs III, the ACC Player of the Year a year ago, in extra innings, had his 3rd homer that Super Regional game we were just talking about against UConn.
That would have hit it.
Yeah, I think it may have cleared the first 10. If not, it would have hit it on the very top.
He absolutely hammered that pitch.
It was the game winner in extra innings. But it's great to see that back. We'll get video tomorrow of Gabby working on the trapeze.
I would love to. Can we make that happen?
I didn't bring a singlet for you. Happer to first, gloved by Stokely. The hitting is over.
I always have it with me.
We'll get started next week, including the ACC tournament on Tuesday in Durham, which we will be at.
It's going to get fun.
It's going to be
really fun. A lot of baseball to be played next week. New format.
Gallagher bounces to second. Farrow has it. And the leadoff man gone in the Carolina 4th. 1-0 North Carolina. I'll bring up Hunter Stokely. You mentioned the new format, Gabby, and this year going away from the pool play with 16 teams in the ACC. Everyone is making the ACC tournament, and it's a single elimination deal, but the top 4 teams will get a double bye, and teams 5 through 8 will get a bye from the opening game, so they won't play until Wednesday.
And I like it. It's a 1-game elimination, so now no more of that pool play that they used to have. I'm excited to see how this is going to work out. I think it's going to benefit, those teams, especially those 9 through 16 teams, where they're going to have to really battle their way through.
And I wonder, too, if you're going to see some teams alter their pitching plans this weekend.
Yeah.
Those teams that are fighting either that know, A, they have to win the ACC tournament, or B, get a bunch of wins in there.